All right, guys, welcome back to this 2,000 point Warhammer 40,000 battle report. Before we get into the list, I'm going to ask everybody to hit that like, subscribe, notification button. Really does help the channel grow, and I'd like to thank everybody who's done so already. Yeah, pretty much got jumping right into it. I can't remember if I say anything else differently because it's been such a long time. So I don't. So we're just going to go right into the list. So we're starting off, got 2,000 points of Death Card. What I'm playing today is Champions of Contagion, which does allow me to, before each battle round, I'm allowed to select if what contagion I'm in. So if it's going to be -1 to hit, -1 to the save characteristic, -1 to, I can't remember what the other one is, OC, which I never use, which I'll never use. Although watch me need to come up with it in this game. So right at 2,000 points, start off with Mortarion. Mortarion obviously is the Warlord, which is going to be a huge factor this game, as you see when we get into the game. I'm also bringing the Demon Prince with no wings. So got the Demon Prince of Nurgle. It is the old Finecast Demon Prince. I don't have the new one, so let's zoom in. That's what he looks like. Although I'm sure we'll get some close shots in there eventually. I also bring in two Malefic Blade Haulers because I'm going against Angron and the Demon Prince on that side as well. I do need some stuff that's going to kill monsters. I got one 5-man unit of Blight Lord Terminators with they have the Auto Reaper and they have the Flail. The Flail, because it gives it 2 extra attacks, I think is good, but it's only -1. Where the Bale Swords are -2 and still 2 damage. So, when you have, I'm still up in the air on the Flail, especially because I can bring combi weapons with the Bale Swords. So I'm up in the air on that. They'll be led by Typhus. I got a 5-man unit of Plague Marines, which actually in this now are important because when they hit something, they put it in, they make it afflicted. They will have 2 Great Plague weapons. I'm saying it's going to be a Power Fist, Great Plague weapon, a Bubonic weapon, Plague Spewer, which is basically a flamer, and a bolt pistol. Bolter. They're going to be led by, of course, the champion. The Plague Surgeon, which you guys, I'll put the names on the screen of what you guys had suggested. I'm still up in the air, though I like a couple of them, as you guys can read through them as they're up on the screen right now. We do have the Tallyman. And then we have in this unit, same exact loadout, except that we're going to bring the Plaguecaster, which I don't use a lot of, but he actually going to have the Visions of Virulence enhancement, which basically, if he hits someone with this Plague Wind, then they are afflicted. We're going to have the Foul Blight Spawn, once the game now, fight first, jumping up to a 6-man unit of Dustshroud Terminators. The guy with the chimes is going to be my champion. He is led by a Lord Contagion. The Plague Surgeon also is going to have Needles of Nurgle, which brings back D3 models instead of just 1. Have 2 units of Potswalkers, just 10-man Potswalkers, and like I said, we have the Prince, the Demon Prince. Can't even talk today. Might be one of those days where I can't talk. Eric might have to do all the talking for the rest of the game. So that is going to be my exactly 2,000 points of Death Card. Let's go take a look at World Leaders. All right, guys, before we get into the list, my buddy Eric is back, as you heard me talking about. All right, Eric, what you got for us?
So this is 2,000 points of World Leaders in the Berserker Warband. It's led, obviously, by Angron. He's got to be my Warlord. I've got a Demon Prince on foot with the Helmet Brazen Ire to reduce damage by 1. I've got
clearly Eric has more money than me because he can buy the new Demon Prince. I'm just kidding.
I've got 2 Rhinos, so each are going to have 10 Berserkers in them. One is going to be led by Master of Execution with the Berserker Glaive. One's going to be led by good old Karn. I've got a squad of Jackals, so 10 Jackals. Just there, the sticky objectives, and then eventually come out and do some minor punching, not a lot. 2 Spawn, Scout Aid is pretty nice, especially, and Advance and Charge Base is also very nice.
Yep.
I've got a squad of 3 Exalted 8-bound, so they're there to hopefully deal with some vehicles, but as they're only 3, probably not doing a ton on their own. And then I've got a Lord on Juggernaut, and he is leading 6 regular 8-bound. I found the Lord on Jug is pretty nice for that extra 3-inch engagement range. So we'll see how it works.
Not Invocatus.
Not Invocatus.
And when he went over here, I didn't. He had the Berserkers. I was looking up here. I didn't count those, so that's why I was a little lag on that. Exactly how many points you said?
Exactly 2,000.
Any enhancements?
So Helmet Brazen Iron on the Demon Prince.
Okay, what does that do?
It's -1 damage.
Okay.
And then Berserker Glaive on the Master of Execution. That's +1 damage, +1 attack on his model.
Devastating wounds. It's like 75 devastating wounds per attack, per hit. It used to be.
It's only like 3 now. It's not 5 anymore.
It's anti-infantry 2 devastating wounds. We'll be back with the mission and deployment. All right, guys, we're back after the deployment. So here's what we got. We're playing Dawn of War. As you saw, we are playing the new missions. New chapter approved. Dawn of War, not new, but because we're learning a lot of stuff, try to keep it simple. Take and hold again. It's not an old one, not a new one. Basically, if you hold every objective you hold, you get 4 points, I believe. Still 5 points for the max of 15.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's pretty easy. And then Twist. So this is something new. Twist, Lords of War. This is why I told you it's going to make a difference with Angron and Mortarion being the warlords. So till the end of the battle, we get to add 3 attacks to our characteristics of our weapons equipped with from the warlord models. So Mortarion, Angron hit really hard. I mean, really hard.
Really more so than usual.
Really hard. Not that they're hitting on 3. They were hitting 3 attacks, which goes for shooting and melee.
Yep.
Does he have guns?
No.
Oh, he doesn't have guns?
No guns.
I can't remember if we talked about it in the beginning. All right. So you want to go first?
I would like you to go first. That's how that works, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Something.
Nope.
Oh, how about that? That's the first time ever that Eric wanted to go second. All right. So basically, I have up in Deep Strike 2 units of Potswalkers. Well, not Deep Strike, strategic reserves. Let me use the right terminology. 2 units of Potswalkers, 1 unit of Plague Marines, and I have my Death Shroud Terminators up in Deep Strike. Basically, put him back where he was. Basically, we just kind of staged to wherever the cars are going to take us. Eric, what'd you have up in Deep Strike?
I just have my Exalted Ape bound up in Deep Strike. Kind of set up on the line, made sure he's within 3 of 2 units in case when they scout forward. Over here, hid them in behind the terrain. Obviously, it won't block line of sight when I go in it, but for now, I'm behind it. And then this is hopefully there to either charge turn 1 or get shot turn 1, so the guys inside don't die.
And let's take a look at the board because we just skipped that part. So again, you saw this terrain before. We just set up a little differently. Everything that's in our deployment zones, meaning this piece right there, that piece right there, we are going to play line of sight blocking. So if you're inside of it, you can't see in, you can't see out. On my side, it's going to be this piece and this piece in the middle. It's just going to be cover. This whole area is just cover if you're inside of it. And obviously, this is ruins. And like Eric was saying earlier, this was ruined. So obviously, he's not in the footprint, so you don't have to worry about it. And everything else, these little pieces are just going to be cover. Nothing exciting. Mm-hmm. And that's really it. So we will be back after Eric's movement phase.
Yeah, I have
All right, we are back after Eric's movement phase, which wasn't a lot. This might be only like an hour bat wrap. When it all goes. All right, what'd you do in command phase stuff?
Command phase. So they scouted up. They were on that objective at the start of turn. I took reroll charges and sustained hits, which probably the reroll charges won't matter really, but sustained hits will. I drew established locus and extend battle lines, which was very good for me because they were right there.
Yes, it was.
And then I just kind of moved everything up. He's still within 3 of here, so I'm still lone op there, which is nice. I just moved up over here, trying to stage, hopefully get some charges off next turn. Over here, I moved both these units to be up on the objective. These guys can come out of the Rhino if he moves up towards me within 9, so that'll be nice. And yeah, that's
shooting.
Yes, I do have some shooting.
Before you do that, what I'm picking this round is going to be -1 to the save characteristic. So that's what we got going on.
Yeah. I'm going to start with this Rhino is going to put everything into that Plague Burst Crawler. It's not within 12, so my pistols aren't going to matter.
All right.
So I've got 2 combi bolter. So 4 shots hitting on 4s, 2 hits, wounding on 6s. Nothing. And then Havoc Launcher, D6 shots.
Just so I can bounce off there.
1 shot hitting on 4. Nope. Same thing over there into the other one. So he might be within 12 though, because he went for.
He looks like it.
Yeah. So 2 plasma pistols. I'm gonna overcharge them. So 2 shots with that, hitting on 3 or hitting on 4s. 1 hit, wounding on a 5 to strength 8. So doesn't wound. Here's a hazard check for those before I forget. Good. And then 8 shots with the combi bolters because I'm within half range.
Yep.
Actually, let me check because I think I always forget. I think because they changed. I think he is bigger rapid fire now. Yeah, so it's rapid fire 4, so that's actually 12 shots.
Didn't you say 12?
I said 8.
Oh, did you?
So this many shots hitting on 4s. That wasn't bad.
Not bad at all.
But wounding on 6s. So this is where.
Is it devs or is it combi? Okay.
It's just a bolter. 1 at no AP.
Good.
And then 1 Havoc Launcher, D6 shots for 3, hitting on 4s. 2 hits, wounding on.
You're rolling pretty good, man.
Yeah.
5.
Strength 5, so yeah.
Yeah, still 5.
1 at no AP.
That takes it.
1 damage.
He's down to. I have to get my dice out. He's down to 9.
All right. And then the last thing shooting is the Demon Prince into his Terminators that have Typhus. So 3 shots, hitting on 3s, I believe.
Yes.
All hit. Wounding on 5s, because only strength 5. 1, AP 1, you obviously get cover.
2 up. Good.
Yep. That's that. So that's my turn.
All right.
I will score 4 for extend and 2 for established locus for 6 points.
All right, and we'll be back after my movement phase. All right, we are back after my movement phase. So cards I drew: secure no man's land and recover assets. Recovering assets with my Plague Marines, with the Demon Prince, and then just moved him up so I can get in Malta range of anything I wanted. When I moved him up within 9, Eric
popped out.
Good.
I used the Rhino's ability and popped out all my Berserkers with the Master of Execution right there.
Okay, and then moved Mortarion. These guys all up here, Typhus, and then moved him within 12 inches of Angron.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we are going to go... Well, I'm just going to start here. Meltas into Angron, Crack Missile into Angron, and Plague Spearers into... I don't think I'm going to be able to reach them. I don't think I have 12 right there, so let's see. No. So we'll just do Plague Spearers right there as well.
Okay.
All right, so first Spearers into the Rhino.
Yeah.
2 hit.
Mm-hmm.
I need 5. Just 1.
AP?
None.
3 up. Good.
All right. 2 Meltas into Angron.
Yeah.
These are going to be +1 to hit, so I'm going to be hitting on 2s.
Let's do it.
Both hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's strength 9, toughness more.
Yep.
But we're going to be +1 to wound because he's a monster, so it's force. Just 1. I think I'm going to re-roll this, Eric, with one of my CP.
Just 1.
Just 1.
I'll take it.
All right. D6 +2.
Are you within...
Yeah, I made sure I was at mouth range. So
8.
8 wounds. All right. Crack. Hits. And wounds.
All right.
That's -2, I believe, but you do get cover.
Yeah, so I'll have 3 up. I fail it. Do I reroll this? Yeah.
Reroll it.
Because D6, right?
Yeah.
Good.
There you go. All right. Okay, so now we're going to go to Typhus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to actually put Typhus's ability here.
Okay.
I'm actually going to shoot everything here into them.
All right.
So first we'll start with Mortarion, actually.
Oh, Mortarion, where is he going?
He's going to go into them as well. And then, so Rotwind, and then his pistol. I guess we'll do his pistols there as well.
I will go to ground
Okay.
on them.
So 3 is it Rotwit's Rotwit's now
D6 plus 6. Yeah.
6 because is that what it is?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. D6 plus 6. So we're gonna be at 9.
All right. Plus blast.
Plus blast.
So plus 2. So 11.
That's 9, 10, 11. I forgot about Rotwin when
It's good.
when we did this. Hitting on 2s.
Mm-hmm.
This is lethal. This misses. This misses. This misses. And then strength 7. Toughness is 4. So 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay.
that was bad.
So I have 3.
3 at -2.
Does it ignore cover?
It does not ignore cover.
So then -1, 4 ups. I will take 2, so it'll kill 1 guy.
All right. Here's his pistol, which is now 4 shots.
Mm-hmm.
So he hits 2 of those shots.
Yeah.
2s now.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 -3.
2 -3. I'm going to have 5 ups because of cover. I'll save 1, take 1.
All right.
Kills a guy. All right.
And then that's it for that.
All right. So then they're going to blood surge.
All right.
So it's D6 plus 2. I can re-roll it because of the Master of Execution.
Yep.
3 inches. I'm going to re-roll it. 6 inches. Towards the close enemy model. That'll get me in combat.
All right.
And then the rest of them are just following. Ah. All right.
All right. Well, we'll just go with him since you tied him up.
Yep.
So it's going to be now wounding on hitting on force because of big guns. Just 1. And wounds. So it's -2. Or minus, what is Malthus?
Malthus are -4.
So
I do get a 6 up in one because
-4.
I'm still in cover.
Okay.
Or I'm still under the effect of go to ground. So if I take it, it's just going to kill a guy.
Yeah. Crack. Hits. No, it does not.
Right.
Spewer, which is not a blast weapon.
Mm-hmm.
2, both lethal.
All right.
So, no AP.
So 3 ups. I'll save 1, take 1.
Just one damage.
All right. Now I'm going to put that right there.
All right. So now we're going to go with. See, does he move him out of Typhus's range? Because it can still go in combat. No. All right. So Typhus would go put his ability in there. Everybody else is going to shoot into those guys.
Cool.
So Typhus's ability.
Mm-hmm.
Misses. D3 mortal wounds onto the unit. So it kills a guy. All right, Typhus. There we go. Jerk. Just take one of those bailed swords out, I guess. All right, so everything else going into these guys here.
Yeah.
So we have the
8 shots because of rapid fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Reaper first. Auto Reaper. Hitting on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1. Wounding it's strength 7, so what's the toughness?
T5. What's the contagion range?
3 inches.
I'm in that, so T4, so 3s.
So 3s. And wounds. -1.
That's going to fail. Damage?
1 damage.
I do take it.
All right. And then, so we're going to have the other 2 guns, which are now in contagion, which is now in rapid fire. So it's going to be hitting on 3s. I'll hit.
Yeah.
And then wounding on, you said down to 4 or down to 5?
They're down to 4. So.
All right, so 4s?
Mm-hmm.
They're not infantry, are they?
That's a great question. I don't think they are.
I don't think they are either. So it's going to be one dev wound and 1 regular.
Where are they? That's Halberd. Too far. Jackal, Spawn, Beast. So,
right, so
one regular.
1 dev, and then it's going to be -1 anyway because of contagion.
Mm-hmm. I take that, so I take 2.
2, yep.
I take 1.
All right. So that's it for that.
Right.
And then let's go to charging.
Yeah.
We're going to actually, since you brought these guys close, we're going to try to do that charge.
Okay.
With Morty.
All right.
Looks like a 7. That might be it, huh?
Probably. No, it's an 8.
It's an 8?
Yep.
All right. And I already used my reroll, so we'll go with these guys into those guys. And they're in with they're fine. Move all these a bit back. All right, we're going to go with Typhus first. We have 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. This misses. That is lethal.
Okay.
And then strength 9, toughness 4, so 2s. So we have 5 at minus. I'm just going to add the save thing there, minus 3.
All right, damage piece.
3 damage each.
All right, so first one, he lives with a wound.
All right.
Second one, he dies.
Barely.
He takes 2.
Maybe I should get a roll.
He's all good.
I think you could have rolled all over the same.
So, yeah, I could have. He dies. I don't know why I did like that, but that's what we did.
All right, so I'll consolidate these guys in a minute here, and then you get to
fight over there.
Fight over here because you got piled into me.
Yeah. I'll start with the Master of Execution. He's got 6 attacks. He's not -1 to hit, correct?
He is not -1 to hit.
All right. So hitting on 2s with sustained hits, still missed 2. Wounding on 5s because he's strength 8, or only strength 7 actually.
Yeah.
That's 6 dev wounds though.
6 dev wounds. All right. So he is down to 4.
2 eviscerators, so 6 attacks with that. Hitting on 3s, that's sustains. Wounding on 5s because they're only strength 8. So, okay. 5 at AP2.
Oh, that's good. 5 AP2s. So it's going to be 5 ups.
Yeah.
Damage.
2 piece.
So close, dude. I already used my reroll, otherwise he'd be still alive.
Well, I still have more. I would have more attacks.
He dies. Does he blow up? He does not.
Okay.
All right, so at the end of my turn, I'm going to get Secure No Man's Land for 2, and I'm going to get Recover Assets for 3, and you are holding 1, 2, 3 for 15, and we'll be back after your movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after the Eric's movement phase. Eric, what cards did you draw?
So I drew Bring It Down, which I've got some vehicles and some monsters I'm going to try and get rid of. We'll see. And I got Secure No Man's Land, which I already had, which was nice. Exactly. Angron took Ignore Modifiers because he changed his Contagion to -1 to hit. And then I got Sustain Hits and Lethal Hits on my Blessing of Corn table.
Okay.
Which I did roll the additional dice because they did kill someone in the last turn.
Yep.
So, yeah. Now
movement.
Movement. I just pretty much moved people up to get some charges off. So they're there. I can get a charge off there. I moved out 10 here. I can get a charge there. Hopefully, I can do a lot of damage over there with both those units. We'll see. Over here, Angron came out. Hopefully, project his aura over here on Karn Squad, and he can charge over there if need be. Help me bring it down.
Right.
And yeah.
A nice rapid ingress. My Terminator's down that way, just to try to keep him from controlling the whole board.
Yeah. And yeah, we're on to shooting. I do have some of that. So I'm going to start with my Demon Prince into these guys.
All right.
So it's 4 shots hitting on 4s. No hits. Neat. That's the world leader shooting.
Contagion is now 6 inches.
Yep. These guys are all going to put everything into there. I'm not going to overcharge any of the plasma pistols. So first Karn's plasma pistol hitting on a 4. Hits. Wounding on a 4 because strength 7 the T7. Wounds 1 AP2.
Good.
Then the 3 regular plasma pistols hitting on 5s. Nope. And then the 7 bolt pistols hitting on 5s.
All right.
Yeah, because -1 to hit when you're hitting on 4s is real bad. 2 hits, wounding on 5s. 1 wound, no AP.
This is in Terminators?
Yes. Good. All right. Over here, I'm going to put all of its shots right there.
Okay.
We'll see how this goes. We're going to have 12 combi bolter shots. So here are these guys hitting on 5s. That's out. 3 hits.
He's not in range, is he?
Yeah, he's within 6.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah. And then wounding on. Why am I blanking?
5.
Yeah, 5. Or no, your T10s are 6s.
Yeah.
D6 shots with the Havoc Launcher for 3, hitting on 5s. Nothing.
Right. We both are blanking on that.
Yeah, no, we're all.
This guy want to shoot?
No. Or he'll shoot the Demon Prince. Whatever.
All right.
4 Kami Bolters.
Does he count as lone out, but he's Mortarian?
Is Mortarian infantry?
Mortarian has every keyword.
He is not within contagion range, so 2 hits. Wounding on 6s.
Yeah.
1 wound,
fun.
no EP.
All right. 2 up. Good.
Then D6 shots with the Havoc Launcher for 6. Hitting on 4s. 3 hits. Wounding on 6s. 1, no EP.
Anything but a 1.
All right, and that's that. So we're on the charges.
All right, bring it in.
I'm going to just charge Morty with this squad right here.
All right.
6 will do it. I'm going to charge both those squads from here. 8 should do it.
Yep.
I'm going to charge in there with the Demon Prince first.
Yep.
10 should do it. I'm actually going to probably go around over here.
Yep.
Then that squad's going to charge. 7 will get me in there. And then finally, Angron will charge that.
All right.
7 should do it.
All right.
And yeah, that's all my charges.
We'll move this to be back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, got all this piled in here. All this piled in here. And then Angron piling in over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sir. You are starting where? I'm
starting with my Master of Execution, the Berserkers, into Morty.
Okay.
I'm going to... no, I'm going to say that. So here's my fights. So I'm going to start with the Master of Execution himself. He's going to have 7 attacks, hitting on 3s, reroll and hit, and the wound roll.
Gotcha.
Wounding on 5s. So here's the hit roll. Reroll these 1s. Everything hits. Wounding on 5 with
Devil. Normally hits on what?
The 2s.
2s going up to 3s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just letting everybody know.
All right, 4 saves at AP2. Sorry, your invuln.
4 saves at 4 up.
Mm-hmm.
What's it?
So that's 15 damage total.
15 damage?
Yep.
All right.
1, 2,
what do we got here? 12, 13, 14, 15. Right. I guess I could use those 3.
Yeah.
5s. Ooh, not great.
Nah, not bad. Save 6, so take 9.
Yep, 9 damage. He's down to 7.
All right, then the 2 Eviscerators. So these are going to hit on 4s because they usually hit on 3s with Sustained and Lethal. So Sustain and Lethal. Oh, did that backwards, but yeah. Wounding on 5s. 4 more at AP 2.
So it's going to be 4 ups. Nothing.
2 damage apiece.
All right, so I'll just add 2 in there. And 5s.
Yeah.
So it takes 3 more. Down to 4.
All right. Then all of my...
I was saving my fights last for these dudes. I should have popped it then.
Oh,
I can't fight on death. I have to call it when it happens.
I see. Well, we'll see. So these are the Eviscerators. I don't think I'm going to kill you, but it'll be a close
I don't know,
thing.
man. It's pretty close.
Only AP1 is the thing. So
only 4 to go through.
4 are lethal, and then they sustain, and then wounding on 6s. This is where 4 saves.
4 saves at 3 ups.
Yep.
So 2 5s.
1.
So down to 2.
All right. Whew. So where are you interrupting?
I am going to interrupt, I think, here, because if I interrupt here...
Here?
Yeah, let me think about this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're going to go with... we're going to interrupt them because the Demon Prince has a reduced strat. I'm going to only spend 1 on Mortarian's interrupt. We're going to go into the 8 bound. Plus part of our mission is we're going to add 3 dice to that.
Mm-hmm.
So we have. We are going to. I believe these are just lethals, right?
Devin lethal.
7 lethal. All right, so here we go. Going in 8-bound, hitting on 2s.
Threes.
3s because of being wounded. And then
2s to live.
2s. And 1 dev.
All right, so I have 3 saves. They're on my 5-up involves. I'll save all 3. Okay, so damage on 1.
It takes 7 wounds.
Yeah, 1 guy's dead.
That was the lamest thing ever.
All right.
I did pop my fight on death though with Mortarion.
Yeah.
Can I have the card back, please?
So I'm gonna start over here. I will go with actually I'll start with Angron real quick. Just get him out of the way. He's gonna have 12 attacks with his strike because the mission rule. Well, because the twist. Hitting on 2s because he ignore modifiers. 1's out. It sustains and lethals though. I did that the wrong order. Wounding.
We knew what you were doing, dude.
Wounding on 3s with dev wounds. So you have.
Take this dev out.
7 at.
What's a dev?
D6 plus 2.
All right, so here's 7 and 5 ups.
Yeah.
Does not blow up. Don't even have to mess around. We don't need to do counter, Eric.
Yeah, we don't need to do calculate it, but it's nice. All right. Then I'm going to go with this unit.
Okay.
They're going to pile in 3. So just like this.
You can all get in.
Yeah. Get everyone in. I'm going to put... I touched him on accident. 3 guys.
All right, guys. We'll so pile all this stuff in.
Yeah.
Because I have to select the target, Mortarion already fought, so I cannot fight on death with him. So we'll select the Demon Prince in case he dies.
Yeah.
That's what we got going on.
I'm putting these 3 guys in the Morty. I can do it because I've got the 3-inch engagement range, and everyone else is going to go into the Demon Prince.
Right, and hitting on.
I'm hitting on 4s with sustained lethal with the Exalt 8-bound, hitting on 3s with his chain blade, and then I did spend 1 CP from the Demon Prince, so it's free to increase his AP, so he will be AP 2.
Gotcha.
So I'm starting into Morty with the 18 attacks, hitting on 4s with sustained and lethal. So take out everything that's not a 4. I have 3 lethal, 3 sustains, wounding on 5s because it's only strength 10. Okay.
Yeah, crazy. These are lethal.
Yeah. So
crazy
10 at
4 ups.
Yeah. 2 damage apiece.
Still wasn't a bad roll, man. That's 5. Let's keep them all in there.
Yeah.
4s.
Mm-hmm.
5s, actually.
Yeah, because you already did your saves.
So does he blow up? This is in the Morty, right?
Yeah.
All right, Morty's done. Maybe we should have charged him for Primarch versus Primarch.
All right, now into the other guys. So I've got 2 regular 8-bound, sorry. So 12 attacks, hitting on 4s again with sustained and lethal. So miss, 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 miss. 1 sustain, or 1 lethal, 1 sustain. Wounding on 5s. So 3 at AP 3 because of
3
the
AP
strap.
3, 4 up. Takes 1.
2 damage.
I think he's down to he's down to 8.
All right. Then the Exalted Chain Blade. So this is 8 attacks hitting on 3s with sustained and lethal. So miss 2, I get 1 back. This one's lethal. Wounding on 5s because strength 8. So you're going to have 4 at AP 2.
4 ups. Takes 3.
2 damage piece.
All right, he's down to 2.
Then the Bladed Horn, extra attacks and lance. So this is going to hit on 4s. 1 hit. This is going to wound on 4s because strength 8 with lance. 1 at AP 2.
Saved it.
All right. That's that. I'm going to go here then. So the Demon Prince into them. He's going to strike.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop 1 CP and add 2 to their toughness. So they're going to be toughness 9.
All All right. It won't affect. Does this last till the end of the turn?
It lasts to the end of the turn.
All right. So it won't affect him that much. It'll affect them when they fight.
Gotcha.
So he's going to have 9 attacks with this strike, hitting on 2s because he gets. So he has -1 to hit, or no, he still is hitting on 3s because of typhus. Because they give +1 to hit against infantry, but I give 2 minuses over here that I forgot about.
Gotcha.
So I am hitting on 3s with 9 attacks with sustain and lethal. Wounding on 3 still because he's strength 10 on the charge. AP 2, damage 3 with dev wounds because I charge. So I miss these 3, I get 1 back. Wounding on 3s. Whew, okay. So that was a 3, so you have 3 at AP 2.
3 AP2, so 3 4-ups. Save 1. Damage.
3.
Kills a guy. We'll just take this guy here.
And he might as well pile in.
Yep.
Karn's unit is just going to put everything in there.
Everything in there.
So I'm going to start with Karn himself with Gorechild, 9 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s because he's strength 9 on the charge. So even.
Wounded.
And he rerolls 1's the hit and 1's the wound because it's making a melee attack in his unit with sustain and lethal. Alright, so reroll these 1s. These 2s come out. So 5 hits. 1's lethal.
They're still +1.
Well, so
+1, -1, +1.
yeah.
Is that how that went?
Well, +1, -1, -1. So
because of tough. Yeah, because of typhus.
Wounding on 4, so you have 3. Reroll that 1. So you have 3 at AP2.
4 up. Man, can't damage.
3 apiece.
Just chipping guys off. That leaves 2 guys left. Leaves typhus and 1 dude.
All right. Eviscerators hitting on 4s. These are going to wound on 3s because they're strength 10. So reroll the 1s. So I have 4 misses, 3 are lethal, and 3 sustains. So 4 hits, wounding on 3s. So you have 5 saves at AP2.
What's the toughness?
Strength 10.
Okay. 5 saves, you said?
Yep.
I got to roll these separately. So what's the damage?
2.
2?
Yep.
All right, so Terminator dies. It's on typhus. And takes 2.
All right, and then
She's down to 4.
Eviscerators.
She's not getting all the dice.
5, 6, 7, and then 8. Hitting on 4s with sustain and lethal. Rerolling 1s.
Dude, you are rolling crazy amounts.
Yeah.
Dude.
There.
I told you this battle might only be an hour.
Dude,
that is a great roll.
So those sustain and lethal. Then these I get the reroll because they're 1s. I have 1 more.
So just put 9 back in there.
9, okay. Wounding on 5s here because it's strength 6 against T9.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Eric's like, it doesn't matter.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, it's that many at AP1.
That was a crazy roll, dude.
That was, I think, the best roll I've ever had with Berserkers.
All right, so
it's only AP1, so 3s do save.
3 save, okay.
So take 3.
Hey, look at that. Typhus is alive with 1 wound.
That's all he needs.
Unless you have 1, 1 wound. Unless he has
I have nothing else.
It's all right. Well, we will find with typhus.
Yeah.
And we'll go 6 attacks into the unit that just got into me.
Yeah.
What I should have done is save 1 for Pierce, but it's okay. Well, not Pierce, but
Epic challenge.
Epic challenge. So those all hit. And then 2s. So 4 at -3.
4 at -3, 6 ups.
Or -2.
-2, so 1 dies.
All right. Let me just make sure of that.
Yeah, because it was -3 before because you had the ability for the extra -1. So you took -1 to hit.
Yep. And then let's go to help the Demon Prince.
Yeah.
which we're going to go. He has 7 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Jeez. It's a big difference, man. It is lethal.
Yep.
And then we have strength is 8, toughness is 4, so 2s again.
T5, actually.
Your Berserkers are T5?
Demon Prince is... Oh, I thought you already fought him. I thought
I'm sorry. I did. You're right.
Yeah.
Looking at the wrong thing, man. My bad.
You're all good. Yeah. So 4?
4.
AP, it doesn't matter. It's going to be on my invuln. I will save 1.
3 damage each.
All right, so you kill 3.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Just like this. Right?
All right. And then,
yeah,
that's it. It's the end of my turn.
So I will get 5 for Secure No Man's Land, and I will get 2 for that one, 4 for there. So I'll get 6 on Bring It Down.
All right. We'll be back after my movement phase. All right, guys. So double my movement. Cards I drew were Stormhouse Objective, Defend Stronghold. So just kind of move these guys in a little bit. Drop Typhus back. He did pass his battle shock. Moved him back kind of strategically, I hope. Dropped those guys in down there. Moved these guys up and dropped them in down there. So that's kind of where we are. Kept the Demon Prince in combat. So we'll shoot the Demon Prince first. Why not?
All right.
So let me get him out here. Demon Prince has a Infernal Cannon, which is going to be 3 shots. I'm just going to go into. What do I want to do here? I'm going to go into these guys here.
So I want to give you a reminder.
No. I'm going to go.
Shoot the Berserkers. They'll blood surge.
Yeah, I'm going to go into these guys here. I'll leave the Berserkers there.
Into the 8 bound.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah, there's no need to go into the blood search. They don't need to go get closer. All right, so they all hit. So it's going to be strength 5, toughness.
It's 5 right now, so 4.
2, and I don't think there's any devs on it, so.
AP?
I'm going to take. It's going to be important here.
Do you change at the beginning of each turn? Or
No, yeah, you're right. So it's better on, so it's still the same hit.
All right. So I fail them both, so we'll kill 1.
All right, so it's 2 damage each. I know they're 4 wounds.
3 wounds, but yeah.
All right, so that's it for that. We'll do Typhus's ability into. I'm gonna do it in Angron.
Yeah.
So we go. Anything but a 1. All right, well, that's pretty good.
Yep.
So that's D6. 4.
4 damage. All right. Got 4 wounds remaining.
All right, so now we're gonna go with these guys here. And I know they can blood surge, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah. Well, I'm going to start here. All their flamers into them.
Sounds good. So
we have D6 shots plus extra 1 for the guy with the chimes. Not great, but we'll be back. All right, so that was how many we hit.
So 3, 6,
no AP.
9, 11, 3 ups. I will take 4 damage, so I'll lose 2.
Yep.
And then my blood surge right after that. 3, which will give me a Typhus because he's within 4.
Okay.
So I'm going to pop 2 out. 1, 2, and then I'm going to go 3 inches.
Anyway, but it doesn't matter. So we're going to have these guys shooting there. So Flamer is D6 shots for 5. Anti-infantry 2. So...
Any AP?
AP 2.
Yeah.
AP 1. AP 1, I'm sorry.
Oh.
AP 1.
I'm going to take 3, so I'll lose 2 guys because 1 was out of wound.
Okay. So we'll do that. And I still got more shooting before you blood surge into me. If you decide to. If you choose to. All right, so we have... so I have 2, 1... So I have, let me just do the math for you. 1 heavy, bubonic, well, 2 heavies, 1 bubonic, 1. All right, so this is gonna be one bolter.
Okay.
All right, so one bolter going into these guys as well. Hitting on 3s.
1 lethal. It does have lethal hits.
It does have lethal hits. And 1. So 2 of them had no AP.
3-ups. I'll take 1 wound.
All right.
Right.
And then the Tallyman, who I believe also just has a bolter.
Okay.
So we're going to... Oh, he has a platinum pistol.
Oh.
So we are not going to supercharge it.
What?
Yeah.
Hits.
Hits. Wounds.
Saved.
All right. Yep. -1. It's only -2, actually.
Yeah, but I roll 5.
Okay. And then we have let's after that, and then the Plague Surgeon, who I believe just has a bolter.
Yeah, bolter. 1 shot.
1 shot.
Or no?
I think the Tallyman gives me +1 to hit.
Okay.
No, he did not. They changed that. He misses.
All right.
Misses on his bolter.
Cool. So now I'm gonna Blood Surge there. Yep. I get to reroll it because of him, but I'll take the 7.
All right.
So yeah, you're gonna Blood Surge.
Blood surging.
So I'm just gonna be like there.
All right. Getting into my Demon Prince.
Yep.
I forgot he had to go the closest, so.
Yeah, closest. So I can't
get that one. All right, charges.
Yeah.
So we are going to charge your Demon Prince.
From here. Got it.
The big one. There with a 9.
Yep. And then 9 here.
Yep. So you need a 9 here. A 5. Do I want to fight first, or do I want to? Does that make a difference? Let's see if I can get in over there.
Okay. Yeah. 9. You made it.
All right, I made it over there. All right, I'll move all this and be back. All right, guys. So we got all this piled in. So the strat I wanted to use was called Rapid Infusion, and I was going to use it on the Demon Prince, but I can't do that because it has to be a unit with 2 leaders, and that's not 2 leaders. So what I decided to do was re-roll this, and I re-rolled it, and I got it in. Actually, this guy's got to go back here. And I got there with an 11. So that's where we are. So I guess we'll start here and go into the Demon Prince. Because you do have enough to interrupt, and I do not want to give you that.
What? Don't want to let me fight you?
Exactly. Would you like to pop your strat?
No, because he reduces damage by 1 innately.
Innately, okay.
Right. Very well as enhancement. Helm of Brazen Ire. So.
All right, sounds good. So we got 6 attacks. These are the Death Shroud first.
Yeah.
Sustained and lance.
Okay. Not lethal.
Not lethal. Well, they are lethal, but they're sustaining. They're lethal innately, and then with the character, it's lance and
Okay. That's it. Whew, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but it was as good as you hit Mortarion.
5, 6, 7, 8. It might be about as good.
It was pretty solid. All right, re-rolling. I forgot I could re-roll because of Lord Contagion. So we're gonna add this. We missed this. We missed this. We missed this. Now we're gonna add 10 back in here. And then we're wounding on 4s because of lance.
Yep. Rerolls because of...
No rerolls on this one. So we have that many.
I'm going to have 4-ups. We'll see if it matters.
It will matter.
I doubt.
He's not
All right. They are 1 damage piece.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So 5, 10, he's dead.
I did 10 wounds right there?
Yeah. You did 11, actually.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
All right,
I can't believe it.
Do I explode? I do not.
I feel better since you took Mortarion out with these dudes. About that. So would you like to interrupt, sir?
I'm going to spend 1, and I'm going to interrupt with the Master of Executions unit.
Yep. And then my Demon Prince.
I will start with the Master himself. So
because he's a little jerk.
Yeah. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, or hitting on 3s, re-rolling the hit roll, and the wound roll. So
now, before I look at your rolls, Eric, before I do that.
Wounding on... That's Dev. Does he have feel no pain? Or
no, he doesn't. Just keep rolling.
Yeah. 1 save and 3 dev wounds.
What's the 3 dev wounds?
Yeah.
All right, he dies.
Does
he blow up? He does not. Right. Although I saw it, but he did not. All right. So, my fight?
Yep. So
we'll go here. Yep. We'll go right here first. We have 2 great I don't think they call them great. All right, so we're going to go here now. So we have the Great Plague Weapon hitting on 4s. Just one, and it's lethal. -8. It's strength 8, -2, 2 damage.
I'll take it. So I take 2.
All right.
And 8.
Power Fist hitting on 3s. 2, actually. -2, 2 damage.
I take another 2, or I take 2 more, so I'm down to 4, I believe.
All right. This is going to be the bubonic weapon. These are both lethal. And it's -2, 1 damage.
Take them both, so down to 2.
All right. This is the Great Plague of Corruption. Hits that one. And then this is going to be, that's lethal.
Okay.
And then
Strength 6 to T8, so 5s.
you can see all the way there.
What?
You can see all the way over there?
I can, yeah. So I save 1. I save 1.
All right.
So roll for damage.
What is that other one? What's that other thing say? How's this?
It's psychic. It's psychic.
Psychic,
It's lethal
okay.
hits and psychic.
All right. And then
So roll for damage because D3. 3. He explodes. Well, does he explode? He does not.
all right. So done with that one.
Mhm.
And then Potswalkers.
Yep.
All right, guys. I did the Potswalkers. They did no damage, so
Yeah.
your fight.
I'm gonna go here. I already did the pylon, so I'm gonna start with Karn. He has Atex. Does Typhus still give -1 when he's not leading the unit?
No.
So this is gonna hit on 2s because I am with 6.
I mean, he does -1, but because of contagion, but
Yes.
not because of the action.
You're not stacking them. So I am going to hit on 2s with Karn because I am within 6 of my
Gotcha.
round. So hitting on 2s with staying lethal. Lethal. Wounding on 4s.
7.
Because it's strength 7. So, and then reroll this 1. So you're going to have that many. AP2.
4s. Oh, so close.
3 damage piece.
He dies.
Alright. And then I will pylon.
Okay.
And, well, I'll do that at the end of turn. I'm going to fight this rhino real quick.
Yeah.
So 6 attacks, hitting on
Crushing
3s.
some Potswalkers.
Hitting on 4s now because you're -1. Yep. So 2 hits, 1 sustained lethal. Wounding on strength 6, so 3s. So 1, no AP. 1 damage.
1.
Yep.
5. 1 damage.
Yep.
5 up. Nope. 1 dies.
All right.
Alrighty. We will. Let's see. You'll pile this in.
Yeah.
It's gonna make a difference. Well, I think these mine are worth 2. How much are you worth?
Mine are 2. So.
Okay. So that's gonna matter.
Mhm.
So on.
Yeah. So I will get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Okay, and I got 10, 11, 12. So we do tie it. Yeah, because I got these are 2 each.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay.
Yeah, 2, 4. This is
10. All right.
10.
Yes, they're tied.
It's the 2 for the character.
Mhm.
I have to look. I have to make sure on that one. See how that one worded. All right. So I did. I have to. I did get Storm Hostile for 4. I will keep. I want to keep Defense Stronghold here.
It's risky.
I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to get rid of Defense Stronghold.
Okay.
And then we will be back after Eric's movement phase.
Yeah.
All right, we are back after Eric's movement phase. Eric, what card did you draw?
So I drew Recover Assets and Cleanse. So I will recover assets here and here because I dropped my 8 bound right here to hold that point.
Okay.
And just stand there. And then other than that, Cleanse is going to be a nice command point. I moved everything pretty much where I wanted. So he's about to die, but I don't really want to have to bring him back. So my hope is he can just clear this screen for me.
Pretty sure Angran
with 20 attacks, yeah.
It's a Potswalkers.
Here, they moved up. He overwatched me. He killed, I want to say it's 2 Berserkers. I'm not going to Blood Surge there. I'm going to hope to get all this here. They came back to help support that. Over here, I'm just looking him down, and we're going to do some shooting, and yeah.
All right.
So I will start with my Rhino into combat. So I can only shoot his bolters because the Havoc Launcher has blast. So 12 shots, hitting on 5s. We have 3 hits, wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
Podswalkers.
Yep. No AP.
One
damage.
One damage. 5 up. Lost 1.
All right.
So did I pull the other one out there? Just pull 2. It doesn't matter.
2. All right.
Yeah, pull them off the closest 5 where you're going to charge me.
Okay.
That guy.
This guy and this guy.
That's fine.
Yeah. All right. It apparently wasn't. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna spend 1 CP to use grenade, and I'm gonna throw a grenade at them.
All right.
So here's the grenade first. 2 mortal wounds.
Because apparently there wasn't.
And then 3 plasma pistols and 1 regular pistol. So 3 plasmas, 2 hits. I'm not overcharging because that'd be silly. 2 wounds, AP2.
AP2.
Mm-hmm.
So 5s.
Yeah.
So everyone takes 1.
1 bolt pistol from the leader. Misses. Over here, his plasma pistol, not overcharging. Hitting on a 4. It hits. Wounding on a 3. 1 wound, AP2.
Nope.
1 damage. Then I'm going to put all of their pistols right there. So I've lost 3 regular pistols.
I'm going to take the guns out of this first, actually.
Mm-hmm. I will overcharge their plasma pistols. So 2 or 3 regular plasma pistols, or I will just overcharge Karn's plasma pistol.
Okay.
So 3 regular plasma pistols hitting on 5s.
You only want to lose Karn 1?
Well,
Karn?
just because Karn actually hits. So 1 AP1 or AP2.
5 up. Good.
Bolt pistols hitting on 5s. 1 hit. 1 wound. No AP.
Good.
Then Karn hitting on a 4. Hits. Wounding on a 3. 1 wound. AP3.
Good.
Right.
They rolled 3 6s right there.
Then hazards check. He takes 3 mortals. So his unit takes 3. So I will kill a guy and 1 takes a wound.
All right.
The guy and 1 takes a wound. And yeah, we're gonna go.
Charges.
Yep. We're just charging everything pretty much. So I'm gonna start here. They're gonna charge. So
They're in.
7 will do it. This squad's gonna charge you.
They're in.
Yep. That squad's gonna charge you. And then Angron's gonna charge you.
In. We'll move all this and be back. All right, guys. So I have an opportunity here to fight twice. First twice, but I can't do it twice in a row. So we're going to go here. I'm going to pop his once per game ability, and I'm going to epic challenge from my Plaguecaster into his Lord Master of Execution.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
And sustained.
And
lethals.
All right.
So that's pretty solid. These are lethals.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make sure.
You're good?
Yeah, lethals. Okay. And sustained from leading the unit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be strength is 6. Toughness is 3 now. Yeah. So 2s. So we're going to have 5. Yeah, -1.
All right. 4 ups. I will take 4. He's definitely dead, no matter what.
All right.
But you roll, I guess, to see if damage spills off onto the rest of you.
Yeah. So you saved 1.
I saved 1.
So I need 4, right?
Yep. Roll 1 at a time.
I am. So first one.
He takes 3.
Takes 3.
Next one will kill him.
Gonna kill him.
And then the next one will just kill the guy who's at 1 wound.
Yep.
So then
4.
Yeah.
So 2.
All right.
So you guys one guy left.
Yep.
All right. So then we have the heavy plague weapon. Mm-hmm. Hitting on 4s. That's a pretty solid roll. 2. That's 2 lethals. And then 2s again in the box. So pretty good. -2.
I save them all.
All right. And then that was that. So you have your bubonics, which are going to be, I think it was 3, hitting on 3s. Mm-hmm. Both hit. And then wounding on 3s. Nothing. And then we got the Power Fist.
All right.
And I have the swords, but just 1. Nothing. Oh, yeah. That one's.
I save it.
All right, and then we have the knives or the plague weapons from the Foul Blight spawn.
Put one.
Oh, lethal. Right.
Yep, sustained.
Sustain and lethal.
So 4.
4 of them at no minus. I don't think.
3 ups. I will save them.
All right.
All right.
So yeah, one guy stays alive.
One guy stays alive. All right. I'm gonna go over there.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're gonna start with Karn. So he's got 9 attacks. Or no, we're not gonna start with Karn. We're gonna start with the Eviscerators, then Karn, then the Chain Blades.
All right.
So Eviscerators, 8 attacks, hitting on 4s because -1 with sustain and lethal, and rerolling 1s because I'm led by Karn. So reroll these ones. So I miss 3. I get 1 back. 1's lethal. Wounding on 2 or 3s because strength 10.
10 5. Yep.
Rerolling 1s. So you have 4.
You just pull the 2 out there. It's 10 06. Never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
because you're T6.
4 of them.
4 at AP2.
AP2, so 5 ups. Nothing.
They're 2 damage piece.
It kills 4 of them.
All right. Then Karn is hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s with sustain lethal.
+1, -1.
No, or hitting on 3s is what I meant.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I took out the 2, but
I did see you take out the 2.
I said 2, but I knew 3. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s because he's strength 9. So it's that many AP2. They are 3 damage piece.
All right, so that just well,
Because that'll kill the guy.
yeah, it kills the guy.
6.
Yeah, you
6.
got him. You got him.
Yeah.
Because they're 4 damage. They're 4 each.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Angron swinging in.
Yeah, 20 attacks because of the mission roll. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s with sustain lethal. So 5.
Wounding on. We will.
2, 10.
We'll do this off camera. All right. Back over here.
So I'm going to start.
So real quick, Angron wiped that squad with no problem.
Yeah. Starting here, the last Eviscerator of the Berserkers left. Hitting on 3s because +1, -1 from the 8 pound. 2 hits. Wounding on
Toughness 6.
3s because strength 10. So 2 at AP2.
5s. 1 damage.
2. All right. Now my 8 bound unit. They are going to get +1 to hit and +1 to wound because you're now below half strength.
Okay.
So here's 6 attacks from the 8 bound himself. Hitting on 2 3s, but whew. Wounding on 2s. So 2 at AP2.
5 up. 6-1 damage.
2. Then I'll go to the horn from the Juggernaut. So 2 hits. Wounding on 2s because strength, yeah. So 2 at AP1.
Strength what?
It's strength 8 with
What,
+1 to wound and +1 from the unit. So it's AP1. You get saves.
Oh. AP1.
Yep.
4 up. Not good.
Yeah. And then 8 attacks from the...
I was still figuring out how you wounded on 2s.
This is the Berserker Glaive. Well, not the Berserker Glaive. His Exalted Chain Glaive. This is wounding on 2s as well. So it's going to be 7 at AP1.
7?
Yep.
AP1, so
Yeah.
we need 4s. So damage was what?
2 piece.
1 kills the one guy. Kills the Foul Blight spawn.
Kills the other guy.
Kills the other guy, yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Cool.
Alright, then your turn.
Yeah, end of my turn, I will get Recover Assets for 3, because recovering.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pitch Cleanse for a CP.
Alright,
So-
and we will be back after my movement phase.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, who do we got going on? I have 2 units on the board. We have 1 right there. We have 1 right there. I got Established Locust, and I got Mark for Death. So Established Locust is going to be right there in his deployment zone for 4. Mark for Death, he picked this unit here.
Jackals and the Rhino.
Since I can't kill that unit, now new Mark for Death gives me the opportunity to pick a unit that I can try to kill. And I marked this one guy here. So I'll get 2 points if I kill that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I lined up all my flamers there. I did not roll very well as far as how many shots I get. So this is what I have. Anti-infantry 4,
Yeah.
Oh, that was brutal. So just 3.
Do you want to reroll one?
Man.
I mean, you can attempt to charge, but it is an 8.
For 2 points, man.
It's 2 points.
I guess I'll reroll 1.
Okay.
All right, so you have 4.
So 4.
No AP.
3 ups. Good.
And Eric, before this says, I don't think you have to worry about it. I go, yeah, I do. All right, so at the end of the turn.
Well, wait. You can attempt to charge.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to do it because I'm giving up that objective for.
Yeah, but you're just gonna take this one.
I guess that's true. All right, let's do it. We'll attempt an 8-inch charge on everything over there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So at the end of my turn, I'm going to score 4 for established locus.
Yep.
And we'll be back after X movement phase. All right, guys, you saw the score. We are just going to call it there because from this point on, he can pretty much do what he wants to do. And I'm sure everybody wants to see some more fighting, but hey, set it up in your house. I'm just kidding. No, I appreciate you guys watching. So, Eric, Codex has been out for about a month, right? Yeah. For you. Mm-hmm. And for the record, where Eric is wearing a red shirt, red, black, and white.
Just wanted to match.
Just to match the army. So how do you like it so far? I haven't really heard anything good or bad about the World Leaders Codex.
I know that there's a lot of doom and gloom. I think it's fine. Like it plays more like 9th edition where you're not going to do a lot turn 1, which is why I kind of wanted you that first turn because that way I could stage more and do stuff. But it turns out fine. You're very good into heavy infantry is what I found because you have got a bunch of damage too, right, which is very nice. In the Death Guard, it's nice because you get to select your engagements. The range, this particular game, I think, obviously, if you had more of those float drones that do the 3 damage at range, it would be more difficult. But they are very good when they get to pick their engagements. And having that longer move as compared to before the index allows you to do that pretty easily.
And they still hit pretty hard. I mean, you got. I mean, look what they did with Mortarion. That dude, that executioner, I'm not a fan of his because he does a lot of damage. However, we set this up so we can hopefully later on in the game get a Mortarion versus Angron battle with just hitting each other, but that actually didn't work out.
I thought I was just going to do some damage and then I was going to lose my unit. Right. It did not turn out that way.
No, dude, you did 15 damage or whatever it was, 9 damage. 9 damage was pretty solid. But again, still working on some stuff. I'm sure you still got the same thing. You're still working on some stuff in your codex. Still working out on my codex, trying to learn a lot of the Space Wolf stuff that just came out as well. Mm-hmm. So, guys, any suggestions, leave them in the comment below. If we missed anything, again, you can correct us politely in the rules. We try to remember a lot of rules. We do play a lot more armies than just the 2 we have here. So, Eric, thanks for coming on. As always, God bless. Peace out.